some big yardage.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Throwing now is Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Stroud working out of the gun. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there, turned it all around. Big moment.
And now on the heels of the pick six, here's their offense on the field sooner than intended as they'll try to make it 8-0. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Play action. Here's Stroud. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Pierce will try to pick it up. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. There to make the stop was John Jenkins. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Open man is Noah Brown. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to the ground with Pierce. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Caught by Woods. Touchdown! Robert Woods, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans have cut the lead back down to 2. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10. At their own 21. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. play action. Now Garoppolo. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30, inside the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams, 75 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Garoppolo going to stay on the field with the Raider offense. They'll go for 2. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Stroud off the play fake. On the move to his left. This is caught inside the 15. That one good for 37 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
52 yards on the ground for him so far.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Again, it's Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Texans have come back to make it a 2-point game. But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The throw taken in by Cole. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Garoppolo changing the play. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Oh, Oh, what a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. Finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Right side complete. That's Woods. A beautiful spin and room to run. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Woods with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. Flush to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Out to his left. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Escaping the pressure right. Here's a diving catch right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are once again back in front. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? From his end zone, here comes Carter. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And that's complete to Adams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They go with Jacobs. And he's got some space. And now off to the races down the right side. Down the right sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders have retaken a third quarter lead. They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Play action. Stroud now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They'll get the hook up there to Woods. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd and 5 from the 8. They go right back to Singletary. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He will find Cole here, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. Forced out to his left. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Play action. Garoppolo. And finding Keelan Cole. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The second down throw now from Stroud. This is caught. It's Woods. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a...
The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here goes Stroud again.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Now he's free to midfield.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On first down, here's Stroud. Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. As Stroud now to throw.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Down the left sideline.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Overall, he's had a productive day throwing the football, but that time maybe trying to do a little too much, and it backfired with a pick 6.
In the old days, defensive coaches would have been beside themselves with all the yardage that had been piled up with him throwing the football. But in this age of football, what they care about most? Possession. And them taking it away, turning it into a pick 6.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Steven Nelson.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Let's go now.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
19,
Stroud coming right back after the pick 6.
Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Here's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here.
And he slides and covers up at the end. This is going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now.
Flushed out right.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud.
He's going deep for Brown.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Stroud to throw it.
Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Here's 1st down. Now Stroud.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo looking to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. 26 yards.
And the Raiders have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Stroud. He's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Oh, wait. Hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable